Good morning. What you doing, guys? I had a few technical issues and problems that I wanted to resolve before I started stream, which I absolutely did not forget and planned on doing it before, or like even the day before Wednesday. No, it was just something came along the way. Now what you doing, guys? I'm still a little bit eepy. There's more snow than ever and everywhere. And yesterday, I slept in yesterday. I thought the winter's already over after 1 week. Now we are like a little bit of this weird state of dancing around the 0 degrees Celsius type of deal. Meaning that, yes, it's cold enough to freeze everything or like to have snow. However, like one day with a little bit less of cloudy sky, and suddenly everything that we thought would be at least for another 2 weeks be covered by snow starts to melt. That is infuriating. I hate this rapid change. Let's rephrase. Let me rephrase it. It's not. No. Like rapid changes, like a back to back to back. That is like infuriating. Alright, it's good. I also, because of it, I couldn't even finish with my breakfast. Which I was very keen this year to do it, to eat at like my breakfast. Okay, so everything works. Am I gonna have a stroke this stream? Let's find out. But no, I said relative like one of the first streams this year, in the year of 2026, that I aim to have my breakfast done before I starting stream, because even though now I've disabled or like made my my mic of my filter more adjusted to it, and now you can't. Thankfully, you don't have to bear my munchies, the sound of my munchies. Yeah. So, but it's still, I do not like it. How were your days? So far, okay. Got to study up for exams. The exams for the winter semester, no? But for now, your stream. Priorities. That's me, right away, helping with students all around the globe by doing something else. Hello, okay. Hello, Joey is 18. That's a weird text to write. That's not kind. Yeah, the viewers The viewers are not ass. What you mean? Oh, hello, Sunrose. Okay. No, thank you for the... okay, thank you, Sunrose. Also, thank you for the first time chat. Maybe. But usually the bots that I've seen use different types of fonts and spelling. It might be someone... Maybe the bot is already gone. Let me check. Yep, the bot is already gone. And also, it's so mean. My viewers aren't ass. Daddy's son. And that would have been able to be spelled out. So there's no way, like there's no necessity to hide it behind the stars. Because they are in my view and blinding me. Please, could you step aside? I have very sensitive eyes. I don't know what's going on. Also, hello, Sunrose. I'm gonna time out. It did work before. Now it's weird. Click to reply. Interesting. Just let me time out. What's the name? Joe. They had a... I thought it was a permanent update. But apparently not. Johnny. It didn't look like a bot. And this is what you mean. My show is on. Hi, aliens. Hi. Yeah. In time for you to go to sleep, right, mate? Just... Oh. As usual, as usual. Sorry, I need to adjust more things that I thought I need to. We'll see. Okay. We're gonna continue where we left off. In a second. It's okay, okay, goodbye. Good. I apologize profusely. Just something caught my... The cameras. Good thing the camera is off. We're gonna continue. You will never know what happened. Okay. It's just... It cannot, can you please? It's irritating me. Miss May, I'm sorry about what happened back there. We'll know. Oh, we'll know, you say? In his nose. He knows what's happening. Oh no. Oh man. It's okay, it's... No, wait, no! It's alright, at least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Right. Yeah, about the truth, I will not tell it. Oh man, okay. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my dolly, right? She will save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your the love of your wife. No, the love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Male wife behavior. Yeah. Checks out. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in the very courthouse. I think I need to lock the door down. That's okay. Actually, I'm starting to be a lawyer on the side anyway. Wait, was that him now saying in the past or now I think? Ah, okay, no, that is currently. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. Weather been weird here too. First it's cold and then warms up and cold. Yeah. Yeah, again, so much snow. It's like a tornado of degrees and states. And important to stay safe in any way. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this on the day we met as a symbol of our love. Suspicious? Much? She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. She gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I just want to share my happiness with the whole world. Interesting how it's immediately a type of evidence. Hint, hint. They're so cute. There's nothing wrong between this relationship. There's nothing. Nope. It's perfect. It's cute. It's wholesome, right? Dahlia's present borrowed. Interesting, from Phoenix Wright. Anyways, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. But by the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on the August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases? Am I correct? Curious. Very curious. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'll better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Technically 2 days, but... Bro. Okay, I was so close. I was so close to... Okay, thank you for the stream. We see each other on Friday. I thought I'd pause on the right moment. But it's fine. April 11th, 12:30 o'clock. District, no, district, I cannot read. Hello. District court room number 2. Will I remember the voice that I did for Mr. Payne? I also noticed while I was clipping something from the prior stream that they said not Mr. Payne, I said Miss Payne. I don't know. Please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happens.
Yeah, right. I don't know, but you would always pain, yeah. Right. Yeah, me too.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happens. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Close enough. It's not quite the same voice. Oh no, she's so... Oh, even butterflies. Oh my good darling. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Yeah, and the calm music, it's the halo effect in its pristine condition. It's like... Those who don't know that the halo effect is basically the idea that people tend to trust, let's say, more handsome or gorgeous people, and distrust people who are what they seem to be ugly or like hideous in in another way. So of course, Dolly cannot be doing anything wrong. She's perfect. Nah. We can say that is the stream. This is the stream. We already solved it. It was Phoenix Wright. Okay. I can't believe he actually said that.
Now then, witness, would you please state your full name?
I am. Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. It almost feel you're all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all.
It was nothing. If we may move on now, what's your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is still mine?
No, the honor is all mine. I honestly don't know how I did the voice for Mr. Payne. Shit, well, we know whose milkshakes brings all the boys to the ads. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You just go on and say whatever is on your mind. I am sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it. Yes, yes. I can see why you would say that. Who is Phoenix? I guess probably Phoenix, right? Yeah, Phoenix, right? She's going to be a tough witness, alright? It only took us 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed? I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Doggy. They were talking behind the building. Then, suddenly, Doggy got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say according to you, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant didn't do anything wrong. He just plumb collapsed. Simply as that, simply as that. Case closed. All can go home.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of a young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never. There's nothing. There's more than enough witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit, Miss Faye. Mia Faye, I misread. What's this? Are you two acquainted? Yes, we've met before, once. The prior case. I got it. In any case, Miss Faye, the floor's all yours. It's good to see you again, Madame Faye. Madame? There's no one's grandpa yet. Girlie.
What a witness.
I think those are not braided hair, those are horns. I've been planning to go back to Phoenix place after the case was over. Oh, we still haven't... Yeah, true, it's the same trial, so we didn't recover the energy lost. Okay, and now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeny, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the drugs building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry. Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to go to the art department, I have to walk through the back area. Yes, I see. That makes sense. When you want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Okay, Feeny, Doggy. So who is this Doggy person? Oh, I'm sorry. Dog Swallow. We were dating we were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were Doggy, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop.
I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Mr. Fay. Don't drag the witness down to your level. God, they are immediately on the fences. Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next? Then suddenly, Doggy just got all wobbly and just collapsed. Yep, and that's it. You were saying that the witness just collapsed on his own. Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? That doesn't work. That's the first lie. I was watching the whole time. Finny never did. I pause. I think I need to just. Okay, I was watching the whole time. Finny never did a thing to Doggy. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Do we have anything? This is the murder case from the one before. This is the present. No, there's nothing specific. Okay. How we cannot have we? So many distractions. So many. Oh, okay. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when it happened. Yeah, that's when Phoenix, like, pushed him. There's like no. We don't have anything to say, hey, you're wrong. The crime took place behind the vehicle was stopped at the time of death. We can press her later on. Leave it be for now. I suppose her statement works in our favor for now. Even though... hold on, wouldn't that be like a Phoenix testimony be already enough with him pushing? We could technically try it out. I'll hold off on looking into it any deeper until it's necessary. Very well. Very well, young lady. Please go on with your testimony. Butterflies are paid actors. That's when Finny noticed I was there. That's also wrong. Or I mean, not wrong per se, just Mr. Wright didn't say anything about that she was standing there. And what did Mr. Wright say when he saw you? I'm sorry, I was so flustered that I really don't remember. Please forgive me. You don't remember? Well, that's common enough. Sometimes I can't recall a sentence I passed only minutes prior. The story of my life. Please, someone, anyone, stop him before he gets hurt by me. I went to go and find some other students and they called me the authorities. You did? Did you? When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they were all very fond of their drugs. Yeah. Please try to stay on topic. So, to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10
research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on. Okay. I think... Yeah, no. We could press for it. Okay, for more details, yeah. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It just... They all seemed kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So, did the students call the police?
Yes, I was just, I was so panicked. Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows about it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Right. Yes, that's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find a contradiction on this one. Yeah, there is something. And back we're talking about the building, and suddenly Doggy this one, and we're gonna press first, and then we're gonna push a little bit further. On the other words, the defendant never showed. I was watching the whole time. He did nothing wrong. Okay, show contradiction. We're gonna just use Phoenix's like what's the word? Yeah, testimony. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never. It's so hard to change from Miss Hawthorne to Mr. Payne.
Miss Fane, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is she's at no so support.
What?
Please don't guard me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Mia Fey, GigaChat attorney, intimidating by staring. Yes. Let's go. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed the doggy. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual. Okay, so those are the two new ones. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at the time, there was only two of them that were at the scene. The defendant Phoenix Wright and the victim Dog Swallow.
Yes, that's right. That's it? Okay, so we cannot press further or like get anything more. And what about this one? So then, what did it look like when... what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh. I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. That's it? I went to go and find some other students. I didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. Okay, so go. I'm planning to go place after class was over. There's nothing we can use. As well as see, they were talking behind the building. They were. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doggy. That there was a corrected statement, and there was nothing more came out of it, like precisely. Or maybe did I miss something that Mr. Payne said? That I'm gonna check it. You didn't see it. The defendant. Yes, that's right. I just skipped through, didn't I? Fuck. And I didn't hear anything unusual. I went to go and Phoenix hasn't stated that the Dahlia was, but does it change your but does it change you pressing other statements? I can go through maybe. But I'm planning to. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when the dog fell into the ground, and at the time there was only the two of them at the scene, the defendant being Ryan and the victim duck swallow. Yes, that's right. I didn't, so I'm fighting. You have different but does it change you pressing other statement? I am now a bit confused. I'm gonna go through now, planning after it's over. Anything? Oh no, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. In the case you were doing pharmacy building, yeah, literature department. Oh, the haiku. Would like for me to get the other department, I have to go to the back side. Okay, I always talk through the front doors. How would you otherwise enter? That person. Oh, I'm sorry. Duck Swallow, they were taken about 8 months ago. So what would Doggy, Mrs. Swallow, Mr. Wright were talking about? How can you be so mean? Okay. I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be a rude and unrefined. Yada yada yada. Please go on. You didn't see it? Well, that was the moment Doggy fell to the ground. At the time there was only the two of them, the scene, the defendant. What about the students? Maybe there was something. The authorities, when you say students, you mean try to stay on topic, to find the pharmacology students. You went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not doing. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. Because they were not running out due to the murder, they were running out because malfunctioning lab equipment. True. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure what had happened. Just that they all seemed kind of excited about something. That's one way to phrase it. It doesn't look like they were going to about more information about the students. So, did the students call the police? Yes, I was so panicked. But does it change you pressing this? I skipped this one, but like I think there's still. You can only think of one way to use an evidence on the fifth statement, or like the fifth part, with the broken electricity pole or broken electricity cables. So then, what did it look like when you're doing to you? So they have a nice, friendly afternoon. Yeah, this one as well. Okay, let me pray. Yeah, that's why I was really watching them. Technically, with the nice, friendly chat, that's also wrong. That one is specifically on... It will probably not work, but I'm gonna just use this one. I'm gonna just use this one. That's a wrong one. Your Honor, that same contradicts. Yeah, no. Think I'll make sure you do before you speak out again. Or maybe, you know what? I think what was it? Was it this one where she seemed to be, where it looked like for her they were having a nice friendly chat. Yeah, it's a nice friendly chat. Okay, got it. Oh man. Bro. Well, what are you making a fuss for? I don't know. Catching straws. Okay, so... Okay, now come on. You didn't see it? Well, I saw Doggy, the moment when Doggy fell to the ground. And at the time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Duck Swallow. Yes, that's right. I didn't look like... I didn't hear anything usual. No. What? Okay, so... cause of a fatal electric shock. Roar. No, I wanted to go back. Come on. But they are pretending to protect, yes. Dig deep to find a contradiction, yeah, probably with the different... Where was the option to press further for more information? No. I wasn't watching them up close. No, not at all. When you say students, you don't mean the pharmacology. We did press for more details, didn't we? Probably shouldn't have pressed. I don't know. It was so panicked, yeah, and he's confirming you have different info now. Okay, that's okay. That's kind of... Look, is there anything that would be loud or obviously noticeable in the order of events we know for now? Yeah, there are two things. Please stop yawning. I had plenty enough of sleep. Okay, so the order is they're starting with both Doug and Phoenix meeting at the backside of the building, having the conversation where Doug was warning Phoenix that the Dahlia is bad news. Like, and then Phoenix tried to defend her in what way and pushed him back. With pushing him back, he fell onto his his umbrella. In that moment, Phoenix left the scene, and then he turned around to check again, and then he found Doug dead. Because he probably, between the time he was pushed over and between the time when Phoenix left and in return he got electrocuted by a cut or by a broken high voltage electricity cable. I mean, what does the prosecution assert? Prosecution assert happened. That's what? What does the prosecution assert happen? You mean Mr. Payne? What he is meaning, or? I'm sorry, but I do not quite understand the question you were stating. Like, yeah, Payne. Okay. Also, the prosecution is thinking that Phoenix Wright killed Mr. Swallow by using electricity. Or like electrocution. Or killed him by electrocution. So... by the moment Phoenix pushed him into the cable. Phoenix pushed him and electrocuted him with the cable. Yeah, exactly. That's what the prosecution is basically riding on right now. My issue is currently, which I try not to do, but because we don't have the resources for it, to just understand which evidence now it's needed to, I don't know, needed to end the statement to say, hold on. Just what you're saying is a lie. In my mind, what I tried before with going to the fifth statement and showcasing the scene where there is the electricity cable visible on the photo, but and Dahlia says that she didn't hear anything unusual either, and it didn't look like they were fighting. Yeah, exactly. They didn't look like they were fighting, and that he didn't got pushed. So. One thing we already contradicted her with, that Phoenix didn't push Swallow, and that we contradicted. So Dahlia says she didn't hear anything unusual. What did Phoenix testify? It's just what did Phoenix testify? That he fell on the umbrella. Do we need to use the test of that there was some loud sound? Actually, I didn't see the moment push doggy. It didn't look like they were fighting. Didn't hear anything unusual. So technically, read. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. I don't know, but except I just see you being not even 2 centimeters away from the monitor and just holding it close and come on, you are not that stupid. That's through the monitor. And yeah, the reading here, reading comprehension is not quite my strong suit. You're right. You're absolutely right. There's I do that with my friends and play Yu-Gi-Oh too. With like the line of reasoning and just like, yeah, just read the text. The rules are as written on the cards. Just read. It didn't look like they were fighting and I didn't hear anything unusual. So technically, we can press her on it. Oh man, I thank you, and I'm so sorry at the same time. Ah. Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. When I reload, maybe. You know what? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe we need to redo a little bit. Maybe get back the... I understood what you meant with reloading and get back that health bar. Like completely the whole trial. I'm fine with like doing the for the second part of the trial, but not. Ah no, it was... Bro. It was the... No, it was for the second time. My bad, my bad. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, they were talking behind or suddenly got Wolverine collapsed. That's when Phoenix, I was there. I went to go find the others. So... Collapse, yes. In other words, I was watching the whole time. Phoenix never did the thing. Yeah, okay, at that point. Feeble eyes are not very becoming. Yep, that point. What? I will not allow you to pleasure the witness. I believe the Finns engaged in a fishing expedition out of nowhere. She's no supporting. But please, so glad we like that. Now then, the defendant Pampers was found on this on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket, and it's already shown that we already got to this point. Defend. Much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. I will revise my testimony. It looks like... Actually, I didn't see the moment, Push Doggy. I didn't look like they were fighting and I didn't hear anything unusual. And in this moment, we're gonna press for with the testimony that there was a loud bang happen. You didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed. And looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find it a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? But by all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I am deaf. Okay.
I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up. But it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Very, very frightening. Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you see, there wasn't any contradictions in the testimony after all.
Wait a second, Mia. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. Brain, come on, please be braining. She didn't hear anything. It's basically that, right? With headphones. If that is already the case, then she couldn't hear anything. How did that? By electrocution. And maybe there was also lightning. And maybe the lightning was done by... Yeah. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes. What about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now is not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from beginning... Isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Oh. I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doc Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking out the...
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? This... What is that word? Holy shit. Affidavit. This affidavit. What the fuck is that word? I think I need to go through all the... What's called? All the Phoenix Wright streams. I have to... You know... And just like make a collection... affidavit. Affidavit. David. Affidavit. And I need to collect like all the mishaps of reading words that I haven't encountered before. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students who were concluding experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
What a weird word. Yeah. A written declaration made under oath. Thank you. Thank you much, Septa. We are learning a bit of the Leganese here. Oh, yeah. Wow, I'm not only learning English, I'm learning Leganese. Holy shit, 2 languages at once. Was it a blackout?
All of a sudden, the lab equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
I thought we already...
According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning to having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Oh, shit. Then probably it was... The old power cable broke due to some sort of impact on at 2:55 p.m. I don't know. Yeah, but still. Oh, we cannot go to the our court records yet over this one. Yeah. This is like a 10-minute difference. So it was definitely not the moment when Phoenix pushed him. That we are sure. We are absolutely sure of that. However, there's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it would have snapped. If it had been bumped, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts on regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor, I don't like how this is looking. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Sadly, it was, Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony, he said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds alright. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
That's something wrong. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What that's supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. if the victim was shoved into the far pole, and he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order! Order in the court! Oh my goodness. The lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There's nothing... Wait, go back. Okay, Dahlia just jumps into an... Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What? Huh? What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. Of course, it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She finally starting to show her true colors. Coco, choco, do. What I Witnessed, Part 2. The truth is, Finny pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Finny caught up and crushed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. No, it didn't. It was 10 minutes. I have proof. I would love to just immediately go straight to this last point, and I want to see if I'm actually right. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm too hasty. Maybe I will stumble and fall. That's fine, we can reload. So, after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that's when the defendant pushed him for the second time? I'm so sorry, Finny. But I just have to tell the truth. Just 1 sec before you do, press the first statement. Okay. I will do. You mean that's already... I can do that immediately in the first one? But I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
What the witness? What I witnessed.
Have a shout. Hold it immediately. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your statement you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. True. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Finny. So that's why you basically lied to the court? I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive me? Please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. Oh, come on now. It was just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? Oh, thank you so very much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark ally is friendlier than that girl. Beware you are. Oh, I got the achievement. Interesting. That's why you said it. Mia was about to say that perjury is a serious crime. Mia was about to say that perjury is a serious crime. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, now I can go. Try his best, but feeling caught up and crash into him. The cable snapping and dog being electrocuted. It all occurred less than a minute. No. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must have been a hole in the testimony somewhere. Think me. Okay, I thought that we were gonna press her. No, I wanted to go tap. I misclicked. That was a misclick. It was a misclick. Perjury making, knowingly making a false statement under oath. Thank you. Door stuck. What do you mean door stuck? Confused. I think that one should. Yeah, immediately we skipped everything. Perjuring, not perjury. Ah, perjury, not perjury. Okay, got it. Thank you very much. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3 or 5. I would have... okay. Still 5 minutes difference. 10 minutes, not 5, 10. Yes, your point is, Miss Faye? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 5:55 p.m.
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hearthstone, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposed that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. Order in the court.
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene, there was a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Who are you French? Who is we? Testimony, what's that? The very little information is being disclosed in this time since the victim of yesterday's in the incident of the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, the police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. No, okay, it's that there's this present. Do we have... Wait, what's with the profile? Profiles? Yeah, it only... Okay, it can only be her. Very well, but... Indict is pronounced like indict. Oh, I think it is weird. Yeah, it is! The fuck it is! That's why I think I also... A small sidebar. There's like... I might have at some point mentioned that the way I read is weird because for me I read words as whole, not as... I think it's for multiple people, but I don't read them like syllable by syllable. And even if I try, I'm failing miserably. I need to hear why I see the word to remember how it's being said. So... But this is mainly for English. And only... I'm sorry. Somewhere I got clicked it. And only in... I think in German I'm able to do... Or to read the word... New words. Because German is for some reason... I think more logical than fucking English. In that case. I will not... Oh god, but I will not even try with Polish. Most people read them whole. They are entire text illustration based on that. Yeah. That's true. It's more reasonable. Because otherwise it would be very slow to read them syllable by syllable. If you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Penalized. No, penalized. I think penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye. Let's have it. Who's the real killer? The cold killer. Tomato, tomato. He died of electrocution. Yeah. So it has to be... No autoplay. Why did... How did I engage autoplay? Yeah, no, I knew. Sorry, I just like... It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. How did you... The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing the whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on, as they thought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. Miss Faye, what, I mean, why, what is this, what's that say? Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How could you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge here. Wow. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. If you try to if you want to protect her, please don't. You, what is it? Please, strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the... Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Mr. Wright, get back into your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Ah! Leave my Dolly alone. Ah, that boy. He's gotten himself way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossbeck, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Aw. Yeah, the Phoenix wanted to defend the murderer. That's so cute. A report on the incident 8 months ago. Oh, even 2 pages. Okay, incident overview. Location listing. That's the cafeteria. Date and time August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim Diego Armando. Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation lawyer. Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne, 19. Armando ingested. I wanted to read Imago invested and then no. Yeah, his girlfriend. Yeah. Ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or in the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the no, the victim's coffee cup. I think I know. I think there's I think there's a certain small bottle that might have maybe contained some illicit substance. Okay. I'm awake still already 3 hours while I was still tired. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You'd better get a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh no, oh. Hoo. Yikes. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Oh, you wrote girlfriend. You are his girlfriend, his boyfriend. Boyfriend. Go ahead. Right, go ahead. Madame Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Dog Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. Oh yeah, you tried. I told you should let me handle this.
I'm sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
Ah, I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. Thank you for the explanation. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, the same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony about what? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant. And the defendant is Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh. Why can you? I will now say normally. I cannot keep it up. The changes are too drastic yet. What could it possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason. Very well then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I met my Feeny. Okay, I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It was like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. Now, Phoenix, we're so lovey-wovey. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Does Phoenix's part and her testimony is being recorded or not? Oh, wait, hold on. We are so lovey-wovey that we make people sick? Suspicious wording. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. So we need to find the moment where she gave him, Mr. Phoenix Wright, the necklace. Yo, hello Water Turtle 22. Or maybe whatever Phoenix has is contagious. True, okay, no, I forgot that he is still sick. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. How I met my Feeny. Good, thanks for asking what about you. I'll go back, but okay, no, Phoenix's part was not recorded. That's in a minute 8 months ago. Contagious autism. Ooh. No. I don't know what to do. You haven't. I think you haven't seen. You need to see Phoenix Wright in this specific case. Phoenix Wright now is actually sick and has a mask wearing. And it's hilarious with the mask. He's actually ill. I don't know. Shit. Yeah. Don't be so rude. If so, I will do time out. I will put you in timeout. First my that's so until that time you had been dating Doug Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know.
letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
Ah, okay.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. Yes, my critics have ever taken to call me Judge Fickle. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Yeah, no, I would second that. Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. It's like we were destined to meet this very courthouse basement reading room. Very specific spot. The courthouse reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Finny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was the literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully. I could keep pressing, couldn't I? Maybe. But it was courthouse cafeteria, not reading room. But it was maybe at the same courtroom. You know what? We're gonna press. We're gonna press further. Your Honor, if you allow me to some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had to come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Sure. Yep, sure. You were writing a paper on what? On the relationship between modern poetry and the criminal underworld. That is so far-fetched. Hey God, is this true? Yeah, no. That sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff. Nia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't what you wanted to know. And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get in, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. And therefore you also gave you a necklace. So, what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Well, I'm just passing by, so I'ma leave now. That's okay. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he is a dime a dozen. Damn, love is a mysterious thing and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked. That you even got a wife in the first place is like a miracle. He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking. Beautiful mushroom, growing in the darkness. At 6, growing tall in the darkness. Okay, 7.
It comes from cow dung. That's the person that describes how I feel about my Feeny. We've been going at ever since that fateful day. We were, were there any bad feelings between you and Mrs. Swallow? No, none at all. We parted on very good terms. But that can't be true. Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup. Huh? Are you sure? Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way. So the victim wanted to break up with her. So you're saying that Mrs. Swallow also wanted you to break up with you? Yeah, it's also a mushroom in Duncan. Weird analogy. Yeah, absolutely. It's not quite pleasing. Well, you see. What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife. Though not unfitting considering it the trial with the killer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh man. No one cares, Mr. Payne. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge on the palm of her hand, you see. That we're already well aware. So the only way to contradict her is to find to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. Okay, this book is closed since the time of fitness incident. What are definitely. Is she 19? Now 20. Okay, so I met 8 months ago. I was like, we're destined to meet in the reading court. I had come to the century. Nope, that is wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. Can we press? Couldn't we press further? I think not. You're writing on what? Relation and what's... Yeah. Okay, no, we cannot. Okay, so... Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy. It's tragedy that I cannot pronounce tragedy. Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report, and that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in the criminal case just 8 months ago. Order! Order! This is unbelievable! It's true that... Miss Fay, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness like that! Winston Payne, well, Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. It's true it's true that about 8 months ago, the police suspected some interest in me. Expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay. I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. You really lit a fire in my heart. I will not say that aloud. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or... Shut your hell! Holy shit! The poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Oh, huh, we have the precise measurements. Okay. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. You see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get the poison like that. So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you have heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. Do we? I'm sleeveless today. Have I missed the memo? And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. What does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Ah, Mia, you're glowing with true lawyer's aura, my dear. She's aura farming, no. The proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Okay, where do we... We need to find a moment where we can present the... Present the necklace and... Let's... Okay, let's go one by one. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up when I was younger. Even a third case. Why don't you tell us what the incident was? That has absolutely nothing to do with this case. Objection sustained. The defense question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you. You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady. Oh, Feeny, please. That was still really making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reasons. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened.
What was the phrasing again?
In the queue, there was no person victims on a suspect. Aha! We got it! I figured you could. Oh god, I'm sorry. Yawn. I figured the timeline. She was being questioned by the lawyer. There was an interview happening.
she then left the lawyer and gave, in the reading room, gave Phoenix the necklace and then found a true love. And then went back and suddenly there was a dead person, or poisoned person that then later became dead. No poison was found in the victim's vicinity or on the suspect person. That is the thing. How long were you gone? I've already answered all these questions for the police, but if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And where were you during this stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? The toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. Oh, what's up with this? With this case? What? You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time. Oh, Feeny, please. The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of court's time. Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Let's see. My bottle of eardrops says it's 2.5 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Is there any precise measurement? No, there's none. I would like to have the 3D investigation tool from the 1/5 trial with Maya. Was it Maya? Was it her name who wants to become a forensic investigator? A small bottle and a necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. There's no sign. There's no sign how much. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. Well, that's the S only. This game was on Game Boy Advance originally. Okay. So basically with the, not remake, but the remastered, so to say, they added a 5th trial then. What I heard, it was a liquid poison. Yep. Okay, got it. I left my seat for just a moment. That's what happened. No. I'm still a little bit confused about the Cold Killer X for some reason. Something just doesn't... Maybe I'm thinking too much. But it's like a sore spot. It's a smudge in a painting, and I cannot go. That's why I recommended playing it later, as it was not a part of the original story. Yeah, my bad. I haven't noticed that it was. Honestly, I need to say that I did not. Haven't noticed that it was not part of the second game of Justice for All, and it was for the original, like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That might be. It fits in so well. Huh? I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when I think how far along we've gone? We answered that already. Go back. A special kind of poison. How so? Well, I've heard it's almost impossible to detect. Oh. And where would something like that come from? I'm sorry. All I know is that what I've overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it. Chemical processes. Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? Especially, fits so well, especially in the progression of how guilty the victims want to be. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't give where the yeah. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you, because no one could show you could have gotten the poison. True, fifth one, Lana. That's true. That's a good point. Fourth one, Edgeworth wants to be punished for killing his own father, but doesn't know if he actually did the killing on the boat. Fifth one, Lana straight up says says she did it. That's true. I think that's a good enough reasoning, Madame Faye. She's right, and I think we had enough of Miss Faye's questions. So in essence, the main reason Miss Hearthstone was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show she could have obtained the poison. And we all have to find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Wait, now just now, how did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things? Ruh. I met a lawyer who was poisoned to discuss analyzing that happened. From what I heard, liquid was just... See, I'm innocent, but...
Are you though?
Does this evidence... Oh, fuck. Does this evidence... It's lying. Don't ask me. You're the one who's supposed to know. Sorry, I'm still kind of new to me. Well, I've got something new for you too. A new penalty. Objection attained. Denied. Objection denied. This is going to smoothly. No, jeez. Addition called her thought suspect. Ingested. Why did she get the poison put into the bottle? Oh, do you mean the code? Oh. Ah. She must have gotten somewhere. It's not sold in stores, I guess. Yeah, it probably... Okay, now I understand. It's like the question... Okay, I misunderstood what type of question was being asked here. It was focused on saying, hey, you have a container for the poison, but there's more, and they all are talking about where did she get the poison in the first place. So technically, it needed to be this one, the code killer. It might, but it doesn't feel right. Yeah, no, it's not right like that. Because at this point, she was dating Dark Swallow. Dark Swallow is a drug student, and therefore I thought maybe he had access to the chemicals and medicals, and then because the poison is so purified or nearly non-detectable, then maybe that would have been part of the poison. And that's the thing. There's nothing connecting. That is the right train of thought, right? But the wrong evidence. You see, I'm innocent. I don't know when I saved. Shit, I don't know when there was the last time I saved. Okay, we need to go through some reason I wouldn't even know where to get poison like that. Wait, would I need not wait, hold on. Shouldn't I not just present wouldn't I not to present an duck swallow? That would have been it, right? Ah, okay. Yeah, that was the one. I keep forgetting profiles. I keep forgetting it. I'm also I most of the time I use them of like who is the real killer or who was present and not of like over the corner thinking. Yeah. In case I know, last line of health. Yeah. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. You wouldn't now it's gonna be perfect. No missteps, no mistakes. You wouldn't know how to get the kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to the kind of poison, don't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Duck Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hearthstone was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Mistake? What about her? Should I let her know you're streaming? Oh, that would be... You know what? Yeah, sure. Let her know. Let Miss take know that I'm streaming right now. For pharmacology, his laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems he had the access to such poison after all, and then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was one sitting at this very table. You. No. Order. Could it be? That's nothing about the... May I say something, Madame Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need to some kind of container. Why are you hinting at that? Why are you helping me? Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Yep. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. I even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madame, but this is a court of law. If you are saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good with it. How? Miss May, come on. Miss Mia. Please provide some evidence or I have you disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we are going to lose this lead. The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and the entire courthouse. And yet, the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing a murder, or only for one, that's neat. Then where is the container of the poison was carried in? What happened to it? It's right here. No, it's a cold killer. It's in the name. I got it. No, it's this one. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defense was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would have given her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
No!
Order in the court.
Objection!
No, don't, please. On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess you must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in this trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... because of the necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is the bottle necklace that you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there, in the waiting room, you said yourself. Would be hearsay, but okay. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be hearsay because it was directly from... Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please, give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, the necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... didn't she? I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Bailiff, hurry. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? He looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no, what is it? The bottle necklace. Mr. Hawthorne's present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this is not a behavior. This sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
You fucking what?
I ate it.
You what?
You ate it? How it was fucking. It looked so big. It looks. How did you swallow? Yeah. That's the gift. It's perfect. It was too big to swallow. I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. What the what is he doing now? What? Come on, the madly in love part does fit because he became mad. Your Honor, we've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed may have some poison left in it.
Hehe. It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be sure?
I think it's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So, it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must have had some poison left in it. Either that, or the poison must have lost its potency.
There, it's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most notable thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hearthstone, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything. Even after I proved so much, is she going to get away with everything? Bitch! Well, now now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hearthstone has been cleared up, I would like to... Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really... I don't know anymore. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? The day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. The girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defendant is Miss Faye. You tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So, Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before. Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye. If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something she desperately wants to get back, therefore... Oh, we are living. Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? Oh boy, I am so sorry. Has to be. There was one person that she was standing squarely in the Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. After all, that's Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was in fact you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that could be. His girlfriend, oh yeah. But how can it be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about. Read again carefully. Golfine. Ah, Golfine. Oh, yeah. Good. Not girlfriend, Golfine. Yes. That's a good one. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to her incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. Even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. And even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Where? Feeny, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne, it appears we are nearing the end of this trial. Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first... Where's your evidence? It seems your what is that word? Sniveling little crybaby of your client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, Hey, old man. Are you senile or something? Senile or something. Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you? I'm really that shocked. Or do you prefer me that way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof. You treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. I can't let her get away this time. Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'll be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No. You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Fay. Or should I say, Miss Grey? What? Well, Miss Fay, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
Maybe? 1 second?
Yeah, I'm certain I can do that, yep. If I mess this up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible! You can't possibly... Stupid woman. It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you're unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that the very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the career to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in here. Well done, Miss Fay. Please present your evidence. Hold on. No way. No way. Is it the time for the cold color X? The girl fiend it is. I don't know, is it? I don't, that's the question. So there were But hold on. It's covered with Wright's fingerprints. It has to be because she stole the Cold Killer X bottle from Phoenix Wright. Don't know, I don't remember if he said that he was missing it or left it somewhere. And now she was at the scene, giving it making... We don't have a picture of it, but... No, we have this picture. But Dahlia, Dahlia was sitting there, giving the poison. Sorry, giving... Hold on 1 second. Okay, so... No, it has to be in Cold Killer X bottle. It was... We don't have a picture, but Phoenix said that she was there right next to him, holding his hand, concealing the bottle, and then later the bottle was found with while the victim was clutching it. But it was still, it had the fingerprints of Mr. Wright, so if the existence of a girlfriend implies, if the existence of the girlfriend implies the existence of the girl foe, the letter is Dahlia Hawthorne. Yep. Girl foe indeed. It has to be the Cold Killer X bottle. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Does your rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. He did say that. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. We can make an every try. But she was the only one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you got really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? Huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave it to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I guess Doug was right. If he continues to see her, it's going to be behind bars. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left some scene of the crime. This is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry it out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized. She used this severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this was when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes. She disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Dark Swallow. One trick pony indeed. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Miss Prosecutor?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne. This cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of the medicine right now. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory. You know, you and I, we'll meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Yes. I'm going to spend a little quality time with the man in blue now. I wish you all the best. Does she mean... Did she mean the police, the man in blue? Or the bailiff? Or did she just officially just vanished? Because technically, yeah, ominous. Yeah, it's like, what? Blue. Yep, the police. Okay. Huh. It's finally over.
I refuse this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. And I don't believe one word what this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... There. It's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly any poison in here, right? Well, you see, yeah. And there comes the back pedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? My beautiful hair! Oh! No. Oh. Oh, wow. Mr. Payne, what about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. You liar. You were hooked. Like a moth to the light. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. This is advanced male pattern botness. This is advanced male pattern yeah. It isn't just straight male pattern baldness, as you stated, as you wrote in again with the advanced male pattern baldness. Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearings on this case. Very, very well. Miss Payne, this can't be happening. This is a nightmare. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true, my dear Dolly. Well, very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass a judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty. The court is adjourned. Nothing more to it, nothing more. April 11th, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount. Mr. Grossberg, too much information. Do you maybe think you could stop talking about that? That's rather rude. No, what's rather rude is to press like information that is none of the concern of others, please. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship to mutual trust of have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Dude, shut up about your hemorrhoids. I don't care about your ass. No one does. Please. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that it was really her. Copium. I'm so sorry, dude. I understand you are taking copium, but I think you saw the real side of her. Yeah, the dolly that I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy. This poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. As Doug Solo said it himself first. Momentum del... Bruh. Momentum delete. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. What kind of company does this guy keep? Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, but I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. True, his competition is Larry in terms of being grown up. That's true. That's true. That's I haven't thought. I forgot about Larry, but yeah. In comparison, in direct comparison, Phoenix is more grown up. Maybe not in this case specifically, but later on. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. I wonder what friend. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time. Moment, well, hold on. Wait. Actually, no. Larry's a menace. Yeah. Okay, does he talk about Larry now? About his friend or Miles Edgeworth? Because now I'm probably even it could be both. I don't know. No. The Larry case was he directly took the case when it happened. So it had to be Edgeworth. Yeah. As you're right. Now this is about Edgeworth. Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they are in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new to at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I will study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. Yeah, he is precious. But Mia has passed on to a better place. Ah, it's true. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. The memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day.
The end.
Oh! A new challenger has entered the game. Would you like to No. Yes. Coffee. Go. What? Detective, we made it! What a relief. Glad that the jewels are still safe. No. Oh no. Me dude. Oh no. Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? No. Oh no, I could have saved it. Remembered. we had masked the out front guards. Turn out. But like next time, gentlemen. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Anime as Julie leaves, yeah. Okay, that is also a tease for the next case. Oh. I love this so much. Yeah, he was flying into the moon and vanishes. Who dies? What? Who dies this chapter? We'll find out next time. True, technically there's also always a murder involved in most cases. So this is an Ace Attorney game. Yeah. I keep forgetting that people get killed. It's not forgetting, but it's like for some reason it's not that present in my mind. Crime is always murder. Okay. We're gonna go back. The crime has always been murder. The crime will always be murder. Ooh, that is a really dark. That is a dark future to always have. There's always murder happening. Murder. Well, this case is now done. It's sealed, but there's a huge question mark with the ominous "We'll meet again" Phoenix Wright from Delia Hawthorne. Hawthorne is a really interesting name. Okay. Someday, maybe not. We'll never know. Okay, with that. I'm thanking everyone for watching, chatting, and stuff. I don't know what. Thank you for your attention. Also, thank you for the few hints, Scepter. Also, thank you for chiming in chat for like Sunrose 12 and Ill Aries. I hope you are sleeping now, sound and well. Maybe. If she hasn't been already executed by the time. That's true. That's also intense. Or that they immediately, like, murderers will be executed. Like, straight up. There's no... Wasn't there, like, the explanation that because there's no much room left, or they wanted to ease the court system, that they made a new justice system where they only get like a maximum of 3 days to get to a verdict, and that lethal crime or like murder in that case will be punished by death. Wasn't that like said anything about it? It's a game. We leave it that. It's a game, and we hope it doesn't become reality where people just make verdicts and choices without getting any approval beforehand. Oh man. Right, it won't happen, it's just a game. Oh, we live in definitely interesting times. Okay, with that, here's the thing, I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do Ace Attorney on Friday again. Maybe I might do also like a different game or a different type of stream. It is not sure. I will, if I know, definitely I will update the schedule message in my Discord, and yeah, and then otherwise it's gonna be then a surprise on that day. Okay, see you guys on Friday again. Stay safe, and hopefully you won't be part of a murder case or any crimes. Just in general, just stay safe. Just stay put. Just calm. Enjoy the snow. There's snow now, at least where I live, or the sun when there is a sun. I'll make sure you finish. I'll make sure I see you finish this trilogy and beyond. Oh man, dude. True, because I also have the second, the what's it called? Where has it called? The Great Ace Attorney's chronologist, and not be murdered myself. Yes, please. That is very important. It's the most important part. Okay. Then I will see you guys on Friday. Stay safe. Bye bye.